Good morning, y'all. Literally, my heat just kicked on. I feel like it knew I was about to talk to y'all and it kicked on. But I'm about to go to the gym. I'm excited. It's Saturday morning, March 4th, I think. Um, yeah, about to just get it in real quick. I've been slowly getting back into working out. I'm not pressuring myself. I'm not like forcing myself to do anything. I literally have been telling myself I want to get up and work out before work, and it has not happened yet. Every morning I wake up, and I wake up in enough time to go to the gym, and I just like I lay back down because I'm like I'd rather just sleep in or lay down, give my body a rest for um the rest of the morning until I have to get up and go to work. So but I have not been beating myself up. I'm like, it's fine. Sorry, my lips are so dry. As I just brushed my teeth. And I've been waiting 30 minutes before I drink or eat anything after I brush my teeth. But anyway, so I legit have just been, I always get, like, do I not know where my lips stop? I always overdo it. Anyway, but what was I saying? Oh, I've not been pressuring myself. I've just been sticking to going to cycling twice a week, Tuesday, Thursday, and then on the weekends, which has really only been Saturday so far, I've been getting up and going to the gym. I like the sauna multiple times out the week though. Like sometimes I just go to the gym, to sauna, and then leave. But I feel like I'm seeing a tiny bit of progress. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, but maybe that's just because I'm not stressing. I'm just like, it is what it is. I'm gonna get to the gym or I'm not, you know? And that's that. I try to like not just be around the house a lot, which I feel like that's what I was doing, but I've been forcing myself to just be active and get out and about and do things on the weekends. So, you know, sometimes just moving about, even if you just go walk around the mall or, you know, like go to different stores, drive around, even if you go to a restaurant, at least you're getting out, moving your body. So you don't always have to like put in hours and hours at the gym right away. You can ease your way into it, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm already seeing some good progress. I see my core coming back. My shoulders starting to have a little definition, even from the cycling, because I feel like sometimes people think cycling is just legs, but you know, when you're like holding onto the handles, you're standing up and supporting yourself, it works your arms. So that's just my 2 cents. I need to get out of here and get to the gym because I'm already late.
We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like to drive and get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, me like when you feel like calling at midnight. You got the best of me, you got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby, I was hoping maybe that you'd cross my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time?
So I'm drinking my sister. Okay, I don't know why I can't get this out, but this was a drink last night. Non-alcoholic, of course. My sister and I have been sober for 7 months, which is I feel like such a big thing for me. I feel like I was headed down the darkest path, to be honest, and sobriety has truly changed the direction and the trajectory of my life. It's hard now because I feel like it's easy to kind of drown yourself in alcohol or drugs to like cope with some of the decisions that you've made or some of the experiences that you've had. And when you're sober, You literally have to think about those things every single day without any numbing agent. And it's been hard, but it's also been teaching me a lot about myself. Like, I'm a more compassionate person, I'm a more forgiving person. And so when I think about others and I hear stories or when I see people doing things, I'm not so quick to judge, because I mean, like, who am I? Like, you know, like, I feel like I've done a lot of things that I regret in life and wish that I could like take away and never have experienced and things like that, but that's just not how life works. So being sober kind of makes me more of, I mean, I feel like I was a very accepting person, but I feel like even more now that I am sober, I kind of like don't take anything as like, oh my gosh, that person's such a bad person. Like, cause every day I wake up and deal with my demons. And yeah, so I kind of like don't look down on other people anymore for the things that they've done or they're going through, because you just never know the headspace or like things that are driving them to do these certain actions and things like that. But anyway, that was a long about way to just say that I'm like so grateful and thankful for my sobriety. But my sister made me a drink last night, but I was like tired and not feeling good, so I didn't finish it. So I'm drinking it right now post gym, because I'm just excited that we killed it, and we had such a great conversation in the sauna with like these 3 women, and it was just I feel like the whole day kind of set up for this interaction with them. I forgot my headphones at home for one, and I was like, oh my god, like this is gonna be the hardest time to get through, but I never let it get to me. I just like showed up to the gym, I was like, oh my god, and I like kind of sang it too to my sister. I'm like, I left my headphones at home. Like typically I'd be like, oh fuck, we gotta go home, or like I would walk into the gym with like an attitude, like how the fuck am I gonna get through this workout without my headphones? But I literally just like sang it. I didn't even skip a beat. I'm like, okay, I left my fucking headphones at home, who cares? We walk into the gym and I'm about to like scan my little thing, and there was this like black woman behind the counter, and she was like super radiant. She was like, hey, like waved to us, and we're like, oh hey, like, you know, all this. It was just like such a good encounter. And then we went, and the workout that I had planned, none of the machines were open, so we're like, we're just about to, you know, do everything on the fly. So came up with some stuff, had a great workout, and then we walked into the sauna. But before we walked into the sauna, there was like these 2 girls, and they were younger, and they came, and we were on like, we were doing like our push-ups, and we were like really working on our form. I didn't film it because I was just like, my form is crap and I can't do more than 3 good push-ups. But we were working on our push-ups, and they came back and they were kind of like giggling. So I was like, are they making fun of us? But I was like, you know what, Ashley, who cares? Like, let's just like get through this. Like, this is your starting point. Like, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, like just focus on you. And so I did that. We went into the sauna, and I was like, okay, usually like if I have my headphones, I can go longer than 20 minutes, but I was like, you know what, let me just make sure I keep my eye on the time, make sure that I'm only here for 20 minutes because I don't have my headphones. So there was this woman that came in. She was like a little older, and she sat down and was just doing her thing. And then the 2 girls that I saw behind us that were kind of giggling, they walked in. And so my sister saw them, so she came and sat up next to me so that they could sit together. And the girl walks in, she's like, oh my god, that was so nice of you. You didn't have to do that. And she's like, oh no, it's fine. And then all of a sudden, like, they just started talking about how you know, they had went out last night, so they're kind of hungover, and like they were like, is this good for a hangover? And then my sister was just like, oh yeah. So she starts talking to them, stemmed into this whole conversation. And it's like the older woman that had walked in, she and not older, I don't want to say older, but she was older than us. But she like jumped in the conversation, and we all just started going around having this like really good conversation. And then it just like, we were pouring into each other. It just was like so good. I think it started on like books, like reading books and things like that, and like social media, all that stuff. We ended up getting each other's numbers because we were like, this is crazy, like the conversation that we just had. And we're like, you know, we should get together outside of this, because I really want to like really like have my circle be people I can learn from. I feel like I mentioned on my TikTok about how like sometimes like you shed and you have to leave people behind. I feel like in my circle, I started to be the person that was like, everyone would come to me, and I felt like I couldn't go to anyone else when I looked around my circle. And I was like, this is not for me. I feel like I've outgrown them right now. And I feel like sometimes you got to be okay with that, because you want to be in a room where you don't know it all. Like, you can learn from people. You guys learn from each other. You know, I don't mind being someone that people can come to, but I also want to be in turn be able to like go to them and learn from them in different aspects of my life. I feel like yin yang is really important in relationships, friendships, anything, because you want to be able to balance each other out. And I don't know, it just really filled me up today, y'all. So I was like, let me drink my drink from yesterday. It is so like watered down because it had a huge ice cube in it, so it doesn't taste as good. But I'm like, I'm finishing this because I feel good. This is from either Nasty or Pretty Little Thing, I can never remember, but one of those local European pants. And then I have on my White Fox heels, and this is the vibe. I really don't have a coat, but I know it's gonna be cold, so I'm just gonna wear this Zara puffer. And it's not the vibes, but it'll do for tonight. Ready for another drink? Yeah. Chug right now. Said chug right now. That did not do me well. That didn't do me justice. Yeah, but okay, like I was saying before, we are after 8, so hopefully we can still catch the show. But the directions did not put us anywhere near where this theater is, and so we had to ask around all these people on campus, and literally no one knew until we were walking and someone came up and was directing us in the right spot. So hopefully the box office is still open, we can get some tickets and we can see the show. Hey, she said no, we're sold out. Okay, look at that waist to hip. That's what I said. I saw that earlier. Okay, y'all, it's sold out. We did all this walking, and it's sold out. We ain't seeing no play. So we both got on heels, and we both about to trek across this campus back to the car. I'm headed to the grocery store, y'all. It stopped raining a bit, so I figured I would just get it out the way before starting our day. Yeah, because I was about to just like go get some food real quick, and I was like, it makes no sense. Like I might as well just go get stuff from the store and make it myself. I don't know, I've just been in that mood, in that era of my life right now. Because I just feel like, I don't know, I'm just like really trying to be intentional with like almost everything. I told myself March 1st that I was gonna do like 30 days of just showing up for myself and see where that gets me. Like 1 month of really just showing up for myself. And I'm talking just like working out the amount of days that I have scheduled for myself to work out, like posting regularly, like doing the things that I say I want to do for myself creatively and work-wise, and just like finding time to like have a social life. So that's what I'm doing. I'm showing up for myself. And so it's so funny because there's been so many times where I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get food out, and then I've just like kind of naturally talked myself into like making food at home. And I always, well, what I've been trying to do is like wait out my decisions as long as possible. So if I say, okay, I'm gonna get food, I like try to say, okay, like wait 30 minutes and see if you still feel the same way. And every time I've done that, I've literally been like, no, I don't need to, like I can just make food myself. And that even though I feel like the food was shitty and like it's a waste of money yesterday, but it left me like with ease to be like, yeah, let's go out to eat before we go to the play. Even though the plan completely failed, I feel like because I said no to the like just the times where I was like out of laziness going to get food out, it made the time where I was doing it out of like having fun and being social, it made it like an easier decision instead of being like feeling like I can't do the things socially because I'm out of my budget or whatever. So that's kind of like the same thing that happened this morning. I was like, oh, okay, like we don't have anything, I can just go run out and get something real quick, like still be chill and then get out and about and go grocery shopping later. But I was like, you know what, like that makes no sense. Like, let me just go to the grocery store, make something to eat, and then just like kind of kill two birds with one stone instead of like dragging out grocery shopping, because sometimes it can be a chore. And I feel like so many times I've been like, well, we could always go tomorrow, or we could just like make do with what we have and then go sometime during the week. And it's like, then I start to eat shitty because I don't really like want the kind of like struggle meals that I have at the house. So I don't know, I just feel like this is just an overall better decision, and it's just like me showing up for myself, like, and being like, you deserve to start the week off strong with good meals that you know you want and that you got from the store and that you prepared for yourself. Like, you deserve to make yourself something filling for breakfast and not spend all your money at the top of the week. Because like, if you guys follow along with my videos, like, y'all know I'm on a financial journey, and I've started new strategies for saving my money, and I'm really budgeting. So I'm giving myself a certain amount of money each week for certain things, and like, I deserve to not blow through that money top of the week, pretty much. So I'm just looking at everything like that, like, I deserve the very best, and so I'm gonna show up for myself every single day, no matter what that is, for a whole month, and just see where that leads me, like mind, body, and spirit wise, you know. So